Good evening, Joe Imbriano. I just handed Lucinda a claim for damages. I was at the last council meeting. On December 28th, my son was riding with his friend in his car, and the police illegally towed his car, and his Christmas money was stolen out of the car. So I've submitted my form for damages to the city clerk. I don't know if it was the police department that stole that money or if it was the towing company that stole that money. But I know that the police department stole my car that night and towed it to Anaheim. And they didn't have a right to do that. So I want my son's Christmas money back. So I'm going through the procedure to get it returned to our family. The Fullerton Police Department must be run by crooks. Because I cannot believe how Joe Felz can be drunk as a skunk, hit and run over a tree, run over a curb, try to get away from the scene of the crime, and 3 officers show up and nobody gives them a breathalyzer. We sent a request to the Orange County District Attorney to file obstruction of justice charges against our former police chief, Mr. Dan Hughes. I've been told that it's under investigation. So we got a guy that reeks of booze, that runs over a tree, smashes into the curb, messes up his car, and nobody gives him a breathalyzer. What kind of police department do we have in this community? What kind of police department sits in front of the city council and puts on this dog and pony show with a mad awards ceremony, and yet we give the city manager a ride home by the police? I wonder if they impounded his car. I didn't know anything about that. I guess it's all under investigation, so I guess we're not privy to that information. I don't trust the police. I don't think anybody in this community should trust the police, because you want to know something? They've got a track record that speaks for itself. Ladies and gentlemen, when there is no justice for those who are murdered on television in front of the entire world, and yet we have somebody that clearly broke the law that night and is protected by the one who is put in charge for $250,000 a year out of our tax money to make sure that justice is administered and the law is followed. That's a joke. And it's actually a criminal matter, because I believe what happened that night should put Dan Hughes in jail. And I don't know how Dan Hughes can be the vice president of security for Disneyland Resorts when he's engaging in this kind of behavior in his position with the city of Fullerton. I'm just ashamed of the entire process. Quite frankly, I'm pretty shocked at all of you, because not a word's been forthcoming about that evening from any of you. I mean, I guess you don't work for us. Thank you.